Welcome back. It didn't take too long now, did it? Game number 2, just about to get on her started. Sure enough, it is going to be Rialto for this second matchup, and it's going to be University of North Texas in the lead. This nice and quick here in this matchup. This has been a map that we've been seeing a lot more frequently from St. Clair, with mixed success. We've seen them multiple times just hold it right here and not let them push any further, but there's been other times where it's definitely been down to the wire. Looking forward to seeing how this one ends up going out, as we do see some different team compositions coming out, at least from the side of the University of North Texas. This is the first time we're seeing Mediocre on the Widowmaker in this series. Aspect on the Echo as well. And we do have ourselves Aqua, this sneaky little hamster, just waiting and ready. We'll have to see how he pulls off this one as St. Clair looks to get on the move. You see him on the right-hand side, getting ready to start pushing this cart. When does he make his move? Of course, on the bridge. Bailable could have spotted him. He actually didn't see him. So the Ninja Hamster just completely launches Seymour right off of the bridge. Does exactly what he needed to do. And of course, you got the Roadhog there from Elias as well. In game 1, it was absolutely terrifying to deal with. And looking like he's picking up where he left off there. Seymour back in action now. St. Clair going to look to start moving. Bailable down to 1 HP, nearly getting completely demolished. Where is Strider in all this? Usually we'll see him hunt down the Widowmaker. It is, in fact, exactly what he's doing. Just going to try and jump and try and get as many free headshots as possible. But Mediocre on the run, not going to find it. But he is going to be able to at least trade out Justin in the meantime. Once again, Justin having a hard time keeping himself alive here in this matchup. Just constantly getting picked out. But Elias does go down. It's allowing Bailable and Prince Wada to move forward. Aqua going to try and make things difficult as usual. And Aspect as well. The Bongo comes down. That was Aspect, so his team does have additional damage for this time being, at least. Gustin in a good position, actually, able to just AoE heal his entire team. But Aqua, once again, running interference every chance he can, being the good Wrecking Ball. But this is exactly where the bunker composition actually comes in clutch, though. If you can actually stay in a position like this, you can just keep pumping out damage and pumping out healing, and everybody will be A-OK. As we do see the Transcendence coming out here from Joe, it's not going to keep, or it is going to keep everybody alive, actually. This is St. Clair dropping for the time being. Apostle, Prince Wada both getting taken down. They're going to take out Mediocre, but at the same time, Aqua and Aspect just went on a tear pretty much right after that, forcing St. Clair back on the retreat just shortly after pulling it around the corner. Strider has EMP ready to go. Just a matter of having it in position while everybody else is ready to go as well. Nobody can get picked out here. Elias does get hacked, however, but Seymour again just gets picked out before this fight even gets the opportunity to start. And it's really difficult for St. Clair to push without him. Prince Wada could only do so much. In fact, he's already down as well. So both tank lines of St. Clair getting completely demolished in this fight. It is going to allow for a bit of a back and forth, but it is going to be in the favor of the University of North Texas in the end. This cart's not moving very far with 1:30 left to go. Bailable hanging on for dear life here, trying to catch back up to his teammate, but Aqua's not going to let him. The stagger now, so there's not even going to be a 6-on-6 with 1:15 left to go. St. Clair going to have to wait even longer to try and push this thing properly. We're going to try and move out. The MP does go down onto 4. That's going to be the flux coming out from, I believe that was Seymour, but I don't see it actually making contact with anybody. Bailable is able to start going on a tear, however. He did take down Aqua, has a bit of a flanking position on the Joe, but a huge snipe from Mediocre. It's definitely showing he is anything but mediocre, and is doing a fantastic job of just shutting down the offensive opportunities from St. Clair. Bailable does have that attack visor ready to go. Going to try and find himself an opening, but we did see last time, by him doing this, it does leave him open for snipers. So, the shot from Mediocre last time, Aspect or Aqua singling him out. It doesn't matter if you can hit every single shot if you're just plowing it right into a tank. And Justin, again, goes down extremely quickly here in this matchup. And the Dragon Strike, oh, that's a brutal position to try and be in. Seymour is going to be long for this world. 6 seconds left, and St. Clair are going to get absolutely wrecked here on Rialto. Yeah, you pop the attack visor, it does not even matter. Cleaned right up from University of North Texas. A fantastic showing of defense, holding St. Clair right around the corner, not keeping that cart very far from the spawn point at all. Definitely showing why they're the second seed in this entire playoff series. I don't want to make it seem like I'm harping on St. Clair at all. They're going up against a very difficult team here today, but it's definitely showing some difficulty. Of course, there is the card itself, so all that University of North Texas has to do is move it to where that card is, and they will win game number 2 and put themselves in a match point position in this playoff series, shutting St. Clair down, tied for 7th. Now, what does St. Clair pull out to try and defend here? This does seem to be the pretty standard composition we see for them here on Rialto. It's one of the few places that I'll see Baleable actually pull out the Torbjorn. It does make sense, these tight corridors to start things off with. Like, launch a Molten Core right in there, and the floor is lava, and you cannot move at all without taking any damage. It'll definitely come into clutch, but I worry a bit for St. Clair because this amount of distance can be taken extremely quickly. So one bad team fight, one good hook from Elias, and that'll be it. But that being said, Prince Wada also going to try and match here with the Roadhog for himself. Have to see how that works out. So it's going to mean Seymour is the only one able to bring out the shield in this situation. Justin getting picked on a little bit. Mediocre finding the shots onto him. Hook's not showing up here for Prince Wada either. Aspect does find Strider, actually. Blows him out extremely quickly. And they're able to push this forward while pursuing their attack. So we ride along with Seymour trying to deal with Aqua. They do finally deal with it, but they nearly bring it all the way to the point already. They're going to try and hold it right here as it's nice and like hard to deal with. Can't really move here. See, this is a perfect spot for Apostle. Just go absolutely crazy. But Aspect's already blown out both of the tanks. And now there goes Apostle as well. Baleable is probably the only one left with his support squad. And that is going to do it. Game number 2 coming to a quick close as University of North Texas able to push with that attack and definitely make it work. Mediocre here with, I believe it was the Dragon Strike, was a fantastic spot. Had them pinched inside the building. We can see the X-ray. Yeah, there's absolutely nowhere for St. Clair to go. Instantly deleting 3 of the members. And then he was able to clean up a little bit with just standard shots after the fact. But a fantastic showing once again from the University of North Texas. Taking that one again rather consistently as I do a slight production blunder. But it is what it is. Of course, it's just me here tonight. But that one was definitely a rough one for St. Clair as well. It was their map choice for Escort, and University of North Texas looked fantastic on that as well. They were really picking on Justin. It really felt like between not just that last game, but both games so far, it seemed like he was getting picked out pretty constantly, getting sniped out. And that's just good focus on the side of University of North Texas. Finds the one opportunity where he might be open, and it just takes 1 or 2 shots, and he could go down, which is definitely what went on there. Now we get to go to game number 3, which is going to be hybrid. So this can be maps similar to King's Row, where you have to capture 1 point, and then you start pushing the cart. We'll have to see what St. Clair opts to pick for that time. Because now their entire playoff life is now relying on this. This is going to be difficult. With a team as good as the University of North Texas, it's going to be hard to pull off this reverse sweep. Trying to get one map versus these guys is difficult enough, and it showed even in our last matchup against them earlier in the season. They did take it 2-0, and I do believe it was a pretty quick one at that, so it's definitely a fantastic school. That being said, of course, I'm not trying to harp on our St. Clair players. Like I had said earlier, it's a tough team. They definitely are a fantastic squad, and we're going to have to see what they can do to try and adjust for this third matchup, which we'll have right around the corner in less than 5.